Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lily for those who don't know me, and if you guys want to see how I lost 40 pounds in 2 months, then keep on watching. Alright, so for those who know me or follow me on Snapchat know that I've been on the keto diet for quite some time now. I started in mid-September and I wanted to go on this weight loss journey. I've tried about any diet that I could think of. I did the HCG, wait. Yeah, I think it's HCG diet. I did calorie counting, I would drink a certain amount of pills, and what those would do is they'll make me lose weight. I would lose 10 to 15 pounds. The most I ever lost was 20 pounds, but that was a very, very strict diet. And then when it came down to it, when I would stop the diet, I would gain the weight back or even double. So that obviously didn't work out for me. And it's honestly, it's the same thing with any diet, even with keto. The moment that you go on a diet, you're like, hey, I want to lose weight, and you're doing the diet and you're restricting yourself from all this junk food and stuff, you're going to lose the weight. But as soon as you come off of it, you're going to gain it all back. It has to become a lifestyle, any diet that you do. For those who haven't heard about the keto diet, it's basically a low carb, high fat, moderate protein diet. So I'm going to look it up and give you guys the actual, technical terms of what it is. The ketogenic diet is a low carb, high fat diet. It involves drastically reducing carbohydrate intake and replacing it with fat. It lowers blood sugar and insulin levels and shifts the body's metabolism away from carbs and towards fat and ketones. Which means when your body is in ketosis, normally, any other type of diet, our energy fuels off of glucose and insulin. So when your body's in ketosis, your body starts fueling off the stored fat that you already have. So what I did to make sure that my body was in ketosis, I would use these ketone test strips. Every morning, I would pee on this, and depending on the color, it tells you right here, the darker it is, the higher ketones you have in your body. So that means you're in ketosis. And the lighter it is, that means you have less ketones. I also use this app, and it's called the Keto Diet app. I don't know if you guys could see it. According to this, for my body type, my height, and my weight, I'm allowed to intake 2,303 calories, 22 grams of net carbs, 94 grams of protein, and 206 grams of fat. So the fat that you're allowed to take is natural fats, like avocado, olive oil, butter, fattier meats like bacon, salmon, no saturated fats. The carbs, it's the carbs that are in vegetables. There's obviously other vegetables that have higher amount of carbs and are on the starchier side, like potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes, anything like that you can't have. Other things you can't have are sugars, any type of sugar. So you have to have sugar substitutes. You also can't have anything that has flour in it. What made me go on the keto diet, one day I woke up and I stepped on the scale and I saw a number that I never thought I would ever weigh. Because I did struggle with my weight for as long as I could think of. I was never content with the way my body looked. Especially after marriage, I gained about 80-90 pounds. So after that, I was very insecure and I wanted to lose weight. I was looking into this keto diet. I was following Makeup Shayla, and she was always fit. For the most part, she always ate healthy. She would work out on a daily basis, but she was very thick. She was just on the thicker side. Her stomach was a little bit, on the, it wasn't as flat as it is now. That's what I'm trying to say. So as soon as she went on the keto diet, I noticed within, the first couple of months in her pictures, her legs started slimming down. Her arms started to slim down. Her stomach was flat. So that inspired me. It's like, hey, I have a similar body type, obviously not as fit. One of my biggest insecurities was my thighs. I have thunder thighs. So the fact that I saw that she was able to slim them down, I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to do it. But I was afraid. I was afraid to do it because I was like, I did my research. I researched for months. As I'm doing my research, you also hear that people get the keto flu. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of pretty much starting it and failing. And, what also helped me out is that one of my friends on Instagram had done it. When I found out that she was doing keto diet and it helped her and she lost a great amount of weight, and she looks great, by the way. If you guys want to follow her, she has a keto page. It's called Keto Step by Step, and she posts recipes on there, so that obviously helps. I don't know if you guys can see. Looks delicious. But yeah, go ahead and follow her. Well, her name is Angie. I would go to her and I'll ask her whatever question I had, and she actually helped me a lot because my diet was very high in carbs. Growing up Hispanic, we always eat rice, beans, tortillas. That's always a part of our meal. Now on the keto diet, I can't have rice, beans, or tortilla, so I was afraid of that because that's all I knew. You know, for my breakfast, I'll have pan, you know, or chilaquiles. Or the reason why I was also very scared is because I had a major sweet tooth. Before I actually started the keto diet, I started drinking these teas, and they're natural teas. It's called BNT. I had bought this on Amazon, but I don't know if they actually sell it. If I find it, I'll go ahead and link it down below. And the way that this works is you drink it, you know, right when you wake up in the morning, wait about 30 minutes, then you have your breakfast, and that actually, you know, helped me loosen up some stool in there. And I did it for about, I want to say about a month, and I lost nearly maybe 10 pounds. It also helped reduce my appetite. I wasn't craving as many sweet things. I wasn't eating as much junk food. I was drinking a lot more water because this also makes you very thirsty. When I lost the 10 pounds, I saw, hey, it wasn't that hard to lose these 10 pounds in a month. What am I waiting for? Might as well go ahead and start the keto diet. You know, anyone that wants to start a keto diet, one of the biggest tips I have is to do your research. You know, find out exactly what you're gonna eat and eat things that you already like. I didn't try to switch it up or do anything drastic. What I also did is I have created a pin board on Pinterest, and I would look up these recipes like how to make keto chocolate cake, how to make keto cookies, you know, and I started off with that. You're like, hey, you know, on the keto diet you can also have sweets. Can't use sugar or flour, but you can use substitutes like almond flour, coconut flour, stevia, erythritol. You can use all those substitutes. So I was like, hey, you know, it won't be that bad. The way that I felt, it's like I can have whatever I want. I just have to make it myself and make sure that whatever is in it is not something that's going to kick me out of ketosis. So I started the keto diet in mid-September. I was like, I was stalling too because it was my husband's birthday in August. You know what? I'll start it after his birthday. And so on and so forth, whatever. Just excuses, you know? We always have those. But yeah, I started in mid-September, and I was very strict on the keto diet. I didn't, you know, I didn't have my first high-carb meal until, I want to say, Thanksgiving. And that's because I had planned for it. I was already, you know, towards the end, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to. Not that I was craving it. I wasn't craving it yet. Not that I was craving it because I wasn't craving it yet, but because I knew, you know, Thanksgiving, there's going to be all this food. There's going to be tamales. We're going to have, you know, mashed potatoes. There's going to be pumpkin pies. All this food that I love. So I was like, you know what? On Thanksgiving, I'm going to go ahead and have my first cheat meal. I'll be off keto for about a week, right? So that was going to be the week of my birthday. I went off keto for a week. I had everything and anything I could possibly crave for the next couple of months. I noticed that within that week, I gained 8 pounds. That's the moment I realized, hey, if I really want to keep this weight off, you know, this has to turn into my lifestyle. Because I wasn't as strict after the first 2 months, I didn't lose any more weight, but I was able to maintain it. What I do now, it's like I'll have a bite of whatever I'm craving. So it's like, let's say my husband's having a donut and I'm like, oh my God, this donut looks super good. So what I'll do when I'm on keto is I'll have a bite. I'm not losing any more weight, but I'm maintaining it. The moment that I want to lose more weight, which I obviously do in the near future, but the moment that I want to lose weight, I know I have to go back on strict keto. Right now you can say I've been doing lazy keto, which there's, you know, lazy keto works for some people when they first start. You can start off doing lazy keto and you'll still lose weight, but you're not going to lose as much weight if you were actually strict on yourself. When it came down to weighing myself, you know, the first month I didn't lose much weight. It was mostly just inches. So you can see it, people would notice it on my face, my arms, my thighs. You can notice that I was losing weight, but it was just not, you know, coming off as fast. It didn't look like it was coming off as fast on the scale because that's what the scale wasn't showing it. But I want to say when I got closer to the end of the month, my first month, that's when the pounds started to come off the scale. That's when I started noticing it. That's when I was like, hey, you know, first month I was down about 15, I want to say I was down about 15 to 20 pounds. And then the second month, because I knew I was going to go off of it, I was already planning for my cheat day. And I didn't, you know what? And when I cheated, I didn't feel as bad. I didn't feel as bad because it was planned. You're like, hey, you know I'm going to cheat for this whole week, and it didn't feel as bad. But yeah, when the second month, that's when more weight came off, and that's when you started seeing it and noticing it a lot more. So when I least noticed it, I was already down 40 pounds. Total, I've lost about, I want to say 50 pounds, but that's because before I did the keto diet, I did the tea. But on the keto diet, I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. And I am still doing it, but it's more like lazy keto now. Any of you guys want to see what I eat on a day of keto, go ahead and comment down below, and maybe my next video can be what I have on keto. You know, I'll post what I have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, any snacks. Go ahead and comment down below if you guys want to see that. So any other questions you guys have, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll be answering that as well. Alright, well that's a wrap. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.